We are back with round 3, turn 1, the Western Roman Empire. So, from the previous round, certainly the borders have shifted, and obviously from round 2, the Huns accumulated the most territory, albeit neutrals. They're now in a position to get into what I would consider to be more stiffer fighting with not only the barbarian tribes, but encroaching upon the Roman Empire. So let's go ahead, and the Western Roman Empire is going to make combat moves. Let's go ahead and get those marked, and then we'll proceed accordingly. All right, we've got the combat marked. So first bit of combat is going to be uncontested. So the Franks had moved out of Germania Superior to consolidate their forces the previous round. So we're going to be moving 2 cavalry up 2 spaces into Germania Superior, which I don't believe it actually borders Frankie. I have to make sure where the lines are. Yeah, it actually does, looks like. So we're going to put the 2 cavalry there, which they'll take back Germania Superior, and that'll move up the Romans 1. Okay. And then the Franks will go down 1 to 7. I know I just took that out of order, but I'm going to go ahead and try to keep that part straight. Okay, and then the second round of combat, we're going to move 3 infantry, 1 catapult into Germania Inferior, where the neutral is. So we're going to take him on, and we'll just go ahead and do this right here on the map, since we've just got the 1 neutral. So we have 3 infantry. All right, and we're looking at combat attack of 1. Okay, we miss. We'll roll for the neutral and defense. Okay, they miss. And then we will roll for the catapult. And again, this is an attack of 3 or less. Okay, there's a miss. And again, per catapult rule, we have the re-roll. And we got a 3 on that one. So we effectively took out the neutral. I actually took it out of order, so I should have rolled for the catapult. So we're going to go ahead and take him out. There is no additional defense since I went ahead and rolled for the neutral anyway. Got ahead of myself. So we'll adjust this other income accordingly. All right. Then the next attack will be, I'm not sure what that one is. There's no attack there. So we're going to load up the galley with the 1 cavalry unit, the 1 infantry unit, and we're moving it 2 spaces into Frankish territory. Okay. And the Franks, this is in Friesi. Franks have 1 infantry. Okay, and because the galley is dropping them off, we're going to do a shore bombardment with the galley. And we'll roll that first to see if we score a hit. And again, the galley for shore bombardment rolls on an attack of 2. And we got a 2. All right, so that will effectively end the resistance of the Franks, and there will be no, because it's a shore bombardment hit, there will be no defense for the Franks. So we'll go ahead and remove this warrior. And the Romans have taken over Friesi. Okay. All right. We'll take that marker down as well. Okay. And then the last combat looks like we're going to move into Iazygus in the Gothic region where there's 2 infantry. We'll be attacking with 1 cavalry and 3 infantry. Okay. All right. And that will be the last of the attacks. And I'm going to go ahead and adjust the tracker so I don't forget. We'll come right back to this engagement. All right, this is the Battle of Iazygus. That's a tough one to say. So we've got 3 Roman infantry making the attack and 1 cavalry, again, against the 2 Gothic units. So we'll go ahead and roll for the Roman infantry. We're looking for 1s. Okay, we did get a 1. All right, and now we'll roll for the Gothic infantry at 2 or less. Okay, we did get 1 hit. Okay. All right. And so one of those did get removed. We're going to go ahead and remove Roman infantry. Okay. All right. Now we will go ahead and press on with the attack. So rolling for 2 infantry. Okay, we miss. And now cavalry at 2 or less. Okay, we've got a hit. That will take care of the Goths. They return fire though. They roll a 6. It's a miss. Okay. So that'll take care of the Gothic infantry. And then we'll go ahead and place our infantry in Iazygus. Okay. And we'll go ahead and make the changes as needed, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Looks like all the combat is done. I went ahead and did non-combat movements. We moved a cavalry unit up into our northernmost territory we took from the Franks, and went ahead and placed the markers. We adjusted the tracker. Western Romans are actually up to 39, while the Franks and the Goths are down to 6. So not doing very well there. Now we do have the purchase and income phase, collect income. The Western Romans, they had $1 from previous round, so there's 36. I was scanning the map, and we were looking at what has transpired from round 2 to now round 3. And so the Western Romans, they have a starting territory of the Franks. Okay, they've held that since last round. They newly acquired a territory from the Goths, Iazygus, and then again from previous round, the Eastern Romans had captured Assyria from the Sassanids. Okay, so in my understanding and view of the rules, as we explained in the first round intro, the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire both technically are a collective unit In other words, they're on the same team, and to win collectively, the victory conditions have to be met. So the victory conditions for the Western Roman Empire as well as the Eastern Romans is essentially controlling one of each of the barbarian tribes' starting territory: blue, green, and then yellow. Okay, so in my view, the Western Romans, in combination with the Eastern Romans, have now met their victory conditions. So it's not, at least I don't think it's actually in the rules, but I think to be fair, obviously, you have to get through a complete round to see if the opposing team can then um, compete, or I should say, retake their land as well. So, in my view, over here from the Eastern Romans who are coming up next, it looks like we've got one full force in Assyria, a catapult, 5 infantry, cavalry, and a general that can effectively move north into Armenia. We have a cavalry unit can do the same here. Another cavalry unit go 2 spaces. I think, in my best estimate, I believe that the Eastern Romans can prevail, and they'll recapture, not recapture, but they'll take another province from the Sassanids and effectively ending the Sassanid Empire's ability to recover. The Goths are in a position now, I don't believe they will ever recover. We now have the Huns who are bordering north, so they're really down to their primary province right now. And I do not think that these can be effective long term. I do not see how the Franks will ultimately prevail in pushing out the Romans. While there is a substantial infantry force, in order to do that, they're going to have to launch an attack into their original province of Alemanni. However, just to their western side here, we have a larger force of Romans that can then come right into the territory that they would be exiting in order to take Alemanni. So I think, based on what I'm seeing right now and in view of the rules for victory conditions, and it's a solo game, obviously, if anything can happen, and if I'm playing with another player, then I certainly think that, hey, let's go ahead and continue this round. But I think more likely than not, what I'm seeing, the way this game has progressed right now, I just do not see that happening. And so, because of that, I think it's appropriate now to go ahead and end round 3 in the game. I think that the victory conditions have effectively been met, and the Eastern and Roman Empire have prevailed. So this has been a really good opportunity to bring this game forward. I hope that those who watched it have enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed putting the custom miniatures together, presenting them on the game map. It's been a lot of fun. It's not a technical game. It's an easy game that pretty much anybody that enjoys historical gaming can pick up in no time. And it's fun just to spend an afternoon, get together, have a couple of beers, a little bite to eat, and you can get it all done in one evening. So, well, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Feel free, if you have any questions, any comments, I welcome those. And we'll likely do this again at some point. I've got some things that I'm working on right now that I'll be getting back into, but definitely we'll do another one of these games in the future. So I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun, and I encourage you to check out Historical Board Gaming's website. maybe check into getting this game if you're on the fence. I would encourage it. It's a fun game. So definitely check out Historical Board Gaming. And again, many thanks to the designer of this game, Jonathan Galvez. It's a great addition to Historical Board Gaming. So this is the Plastic Commando. Hope you guys have a great day. Over and out.